Hi, everybody. It's Michael Laitler here again at Meet Our Community in the Leadership Inner Circle. And I'm so excited tonight on Sunday, June 24th, where we get to meet another member of our community. As a reminder, Meet Our Community is designed to help us learn about each other, collaborate, just find out ways how to expand our brand and figure out how we can help someone and hopefully they can help us. As a reminder, just make sure you're commenting, you're hitting the like button, you're sharing, you're doing everything you can to help people promote their brand. Because in the end, as leaders, we help each other out. And as we help each other out, we help ourselves out. So I'm not going to go any longer into my normal spiel. I will go ahead and bring in our guest for today, which is, let me take my stuff down, which is Brigitte. Good evening, Brigitte. How are you doing today? Thank you, Brigitte. Thank you for being here with us. I'm so excited because I know we've talked about this and we've been looking forward to talking on Facebook Live and the Leadership Inner Circle just so the community can know a little bit about you. So just real quick, your program says you're a leadership coach. That's what your title says. Explain to us what makes you a leadership coach.
Great. What makes me a leadership coach? Great question. Ever since I was little, I've always wanted to be a leader. In fact, I see myself as a leader every day because one thing that I've realized on the earth is that there are a lot of people out there who are just moving through life without a direction. There's no goal and they need help. They just need a hand. They just need someone to just guide them to where they want to be. And that's where I come in. I always had the burning desire to become a life coach. And I also being a public speaker as well as being a mentor. And this platform is enabling me now to get out there in the world to let people know that, hey, this is Brigitte, your coach. I'm here to help you. And just reach out to me. I'm here.
So for the community, as far as leadership coaching goes, leadership coaching or coaching just isn't really a natural process. It's nothing that we're necessarily raised on doing. It takes a certain person, a certain kind of leader to start being coached. What makes you really passionate about coaching?
Great. Awesome question. I've always, wanted to be a life coach, like I said earlier. And this is my passion. This fuels me, drives me. I have a burning desire. It's not a wish. It's not a hope. It's something that transcends every other thing that I do. And it didn't start overnight. I've all through my school years, my careers, I've always delved into books and go for trainings that will empower me to become a leader. And recently, I'm just getting tired of the 9-to-5 regular job. I'm not finding my passion, my calling from that. I'm really having a burning desire to help people, to at least help them. I'm that lady who makes you feel good. On a very bad day for anyone, just come to Brigitte. I make you feel good without a hype. I keep it very real. I happened to stumbled on Tony Robbins when I was in the UK, and I was really fired up just reading his book, and I started building a collection, as well as John Maxwell. I read a lot of his books when I was growing up, especially the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth, and that has actually motivated me to say, okay, you know what? I could really do this. I can really empower people. I can make somebody really better. And then also, I'm a Christian, so in my local church community, I'm always there taking up any leadership position to educate and empower people and coach them to become a better version of themselves. And one of the persons who actually really motivates me to becoming a coach also is Joel Austin. And there's a book of his that I read become a better you. The day I read that book, I couldn't sleep. My passion was built up again that, Bridget, you are in the wrong place. You need to empower people. And then I happened to be vice president of membership for Toastmasters International in my work where I work right now. All the evaluation I keep getting, it's, Bridget, you need to be a life coach. You need to be able to empower others. What those skills that you have in you, you need to be able to put it in someone else. And this forces me, this keeps me awake at night. Michael, I tell you, most times I don't sleep straight 24 hours because of this passion that drives me. I want to help others. I really want to help people and families to be a better version of themselves. And what better time is there other than now? The set time is now.
So I like how you said in your story where after you read a Joel Osteen book, you became so passionate, you became so excited about becoming a coach that you couldn't sleep. Now, there's people watching this video, whether it's live or recorded, that have also experienced that, but they haven't followed it because of fear, intentionality, like John Maxwell says. They haven't been focused, like we talk about. What, in your case, Bridget, when you've come through that roadblock of you going after your passion, what have you done to get yourself over that hump?
Okay, I'll tell you two things drives me. There's a book that it's my Bible. It's Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Mm-hmm. I have the CD in my car, I have the book, and I also have the audiobook in my iPad. I carry it with me everywhere I go. Now, that book talks about persistence, and that has kept me going. Yes, there have been a lot of stumbling blocks. And Michael, I will tell you, I had my own biggest roadblocks when my marriage of 18 years failed in 2016. Ooh, the marriage was done. Mm-hmm. Yes. So that was enough to say, girl, it's enough. No more. Stop. But I didn't let that to stop me. That persistence, knowing what I want to do, knowing where I'm going, I put my eyes on the mark. I know where I want to go. I'm focused on it. Regardless, I might have bad days and I might have good days. Mm-hmm. On the bad days, I pick up a CD, I pick up a book and I read and I keep going. And above all, I want to tell you, Mike, on my wall in my bedroom, I have my vision board. When I face the stumbling blocks, I go back to my vision board. First thing in the morning, I open my eyes, I look straight at my vision board. It empowers me and it keeps me motivated to keep going and never looking back. And then when that fails, I have my affirmations and I'm going to say, girl, you can do it. Mm-hmm. Just get it done. That's my motto. And that has always been what has kept me going. And above all, I want to say integrity. If you, as a leader or as someone who is aspiring to get to a leadership position, I must tell you out there, you must be a lady or a man of integrity. What I mean is you must be the same 24 hours of the day, even when nobody is watching. You must be that man, that lady who sticks to your words, who says this is how it is. If it is red in the morning, it should be red in the afternoon. You do not waver, regardless of the stumbling blocks you are facing. I tell you, challenges are real. But I want to tell you one thing. Those challenges, they push Bridget to succeed.
And it's amazing how you taking your experiences. I mean, like you said, you went through a life-changing moment in 2016 with your marriage or your past marriage. And I think that sometimes when people look at going after their goals and facing challenges, sometimes they just feel so overwhelmed because they feel like the world's against them or they feel like it's just not their time. But I think what you're saying right now, and I really truly believe it, I don't just think it, is you found ways to get around that. You've taken those challenges, and some people may call it failures, and you've actually made it a win for you. And I think that when people hear that, it automatically gives them motivation. It gives them something to think about because we all go through tough times, and for you, Bridget, and what I want people to really understand in this group and anybody that's watching around the world is that we're real people with real problems.
The problems. That's right.
We're not fake. That's why I love the Facebook Live. I actually wanted to go run up and go get my Think and Grow Rich that's on the kitchen counter now, but I didn't want to disappear off the screen and you say, where's the host going? So that's the only reason why I didn't do that. But you're giving people real life examples of what's working. And I think that's the strength and the power of what we do as leaders, because everybody goes through something.
That's right.
But the people that follow us, that are watching us, even when we don't know it, if we can't handle it, how can we have the integrity to tell them to get over it?
That's right.
If we can't get over it. So I think you made a great point because of that. So you're a public speaker, you're a leadership coach. What's next for Bridget?
Stepping up to become an entrepreneur, owning my own business. That's what's next to me. And building my brand, building my name out there. And that's why I appreciate this community that we are building with you, and hoping that all over the world, people will reach out to me, because let me tell you, there is no leader out there. I mentioned a couple right now. I mentioned Tony Robbins. I mentioned John Maxwell. I've mentioned Joel Osteen. There is no leader that doesn't have followers. Because listen, Michael, without followers, who are you leading? Mm-hmm. So you need people of like-minded, personalities around you at all times. Because before you come out to speak, it's been a journey, and there are people who has been on the journey with you. So what I'm saying is, whilst we are preparing ourselves or becoming a man or a lady of integrity, build people around you who can actually attest to you having been a person of integrity. Because one thing is for you to say, "Oh, I am a man or a lady of integrity," mm-hmm. But then will someone else see you as that? With your colleagues, your friends, your society, your community, your family, do they see you as that person that you're trying to say you portray? So you need to keep yourself, around people who are like-minded with you. And I'm also say read. Study. My Bible tells me study to make yourself approved. You need to study, because as a man thinketh, so is he. There are a lot of things out there, to make us develop, to make you grow. And I want us to go out there and reach for it and get it. There is a book I want to recommend to people. It's a book that I read and it's changed my life during my storm. Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting. It's by Lynn Grabhorn. Excuse me, your life is waiting. When I went through challenges, like you said, I didn't let all that stutter me. I learned from my mistakes. Yes, mistakes come, but I have a journal. I also brought my journal here to the interview. That's my journal. I keep a live journal of where I put my lessons. I learn my lessons and I move on. Remember, if Thomas Edison made a mistake once and he let go, we wouldn't have electricity today. We'll never be where we are today. But he failed 10,000 times before he got it right. So that's why I keep a journal. I write my lessons. Whilst we are working on that journey, I want us to, empower one another. Reach out get a life coach. Get someone to support you. Get someone to help you along the way, because challenges will come. They will make you want to, stop. They'll make not to want to go on again. And these are the 7 or the 8, mistakes that John Maxwell talked about in his book. But then don't wait for anyone to blow your trumpet. Blow it for yourself anyway.
And I agree completely. Hopefully you guys got all of that. We're going to make sure in the show notes, in the comments, that when we go through it, we're going to put down some of the books we talked about, because I think that if you've never read them, you need to get them in your library. Oh, let me go do the other hand. In your library, get them audiobook, and make sure that you have them so you can eventually read them. Because I know for myself, that's how I build up my books. I have a list in my phone, books to read. And every time I hear someone suggest a book, I write it down. So as we close out, Bridget, just for the viewers, you're from the UK, but you currently live in Washington. So
that's right.
I know we've talked about it before. You're looking for collaborations. You're looking for people to do mastermind groups with, seminars, workshops. whatever you need, you're available for. Is there anything else that people need to know about you, especially the ones that are in Washington right now?
Okay. I currently started my first mastermind group yesterday, luckily, and I'm just trying to tell everyone who is out there in Seattle, Washington, or even if wherever you are all over the world, because the mastermind that I had yesterday was actually virtual. We had it on Zoom, and it was awesome. It was amazing, and everyone was able to participate. So I'm inviting you wherever you are in Seattle, in United Kingdom, even in Nigeria, where I originally come from.
Nice.
Jump on, link up with me. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn, and I'm Twitter, and then I'm also able to give you my phone number. Yeah, and that's how we can communicate and connect. Let's build a platform where we have a lot of leaders. Remember, there can never be enough of leaders. They can never be. There's so much people out there in the world who actually need a hand to hold on to their greatness. Thank you.
Thank you, Bridget. You've been great. Facebook Live, Leadership Inner Circle, anybody that's watching it from any viewer out there in the world, thank you for watching this tonight. Hopefully, maybe watching this tomorrow and that day and that day, but we really appreciate it. Remember, meet our community, Leadership Inner Circle. We're about collaborating, helping people grow, just helping make an impact on our world through leadership.
That's right.
That's kind of overlooked. We definitely thank you. You all have a great night, and we definitely look forward to you commenting below, hitting the like button, sharing it, doing everything you could to expand our sphere of influence. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.